Here we are. All right, so this one's going to be out of Metro Nashville, December 16th. So that was just, what, 4 days ago? Going to throw this up now. This is actually the video released by the agency, so it's going to be a little longer. Looks like it's about 14 and a half minutes. Of course, I'm going to let the whole thing play through. And the reason I do that is I don't ever want anybody to come back and say, oh, well, you edited this, or you didn't show this part, or you didn't show that part. When I show these, I'm showing the whole thing, right? So we get a full view as best we can of what happened and why it happened and how it happened, and then we can ask questions about it. So there's that. Let's dive on in. Who got that reference?
I'm Brooke Reese with the Metropolitan Nashville Police Department. This is a critical incident briefing concerning the fatal shooting of a man by an MNPD officer after the man fired multiple shots from the wood.
Oh, High Point. What's new for evidence bags this year, kids?
And a wood line off of Old Hickory Boulevard West in Madison early Thursday morning. Two concerned citizens saw an abandoned Chevrolet Impala with its doors open parked in the right traffic lane of Old Hickory Boulevard at 2:37 a.m. They stopped to see what was wrong when they heard shots coming from the woods.
911, what's the address of your emergency?
Old Hickory Boulevard, about a quarter mile from Dickerson Pike. Suspicious vehicle blocking the road, all the doors open, no people around on it. Don't stop right beside it. It might be the bitch with guns or something. Pull over there. We almost hit her instead of the semi-truck, but just pull on the side of the road over there.
You're Old Hickory Boulevard and Dickerson Pike.
Coming from the exit of 65 to Old Hickory, going toward the Shells at Dickerson and Old Hickory. Probably about a quarter mile from the red light by Cedar Hill Park.
Great directions, man. I mean, this guy knows his shit. He knows where he's at. That's cool. I appreciate that.
Yes, ma'am.
What's your name? Could you see what kind of vehicle it was?
Looks like a Chevy Impala silver.
You said nobody inside the vehicle?
The vehicle's empty. All the doors is popped and nobody's around. So I don't know if somebody's hurt, somebody might have crawled off, ran off or not, but that's why I gave you a call.
Good man.
911, what's the address of your emergency?
I'm on Old Hickory Boulevard, right next to Cedar Hill Park, and there's a car with all the doors open, and it looks like it's still running with the headlights on, and I heard gunshots, and my window's down, I heard gunshots like right before I saw the car.
Hey, it's pretty prophetic of the last caller because he was like, hey, don't stop here. They might be hiding in the bushes with guns or something. Second caller's like, I hear gunshots. Thinking.
911, what's the address of the emergency?
I just gave a call in a minute. It was at a quarter mile beside Cedar Hill Park, Dickerson, and Old Hickory. I just reported about a suspicious vehicle being blocking the middle of the street with all the doors popped. But I was calling about to let you know I just heard gunshots in the woods. So they need to try to step up on sending that police out there.
Okay, at the same location of Old Hickory Boulevard and Dickerson?
This guy has to be either a former cop or a retired cop or something because he's clued in about a lot of things, and when he says things like step up or step it up, it kind of makes me wonder, right?
Right.
Yes, I just heard gunshots because I was ready to pull off after the recent call, but I just heard shots then, so we just pulled off because my child was in the car.
How many gunshots did you hear?
2.
Okay. All right, I've got that information notated. We're getting them out there as quick as possible, okay?
Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Madison Precinct Officer Derek Toney was one of the first officers to respond to the call.
1027 myself for 97. Can we have the air for a second?
Yeah, you say you heard him out that way?
Right off the woods right here.
All right, not far. All right, can you sit in your car for me? Yep. Yeah. Hopefully no one's on this right side.
All right, so quick question. If you know that there's shots fired, you know that people have reported the car is empty, you've talked to the complainant, he's been with the car the whole time, would your approach be better off on the driver's side or the passenger side, given that the bushes are on the passenger side and that's where the shots came from? Where are you best going to be able to afford yourself cover?
Alright, there's gloves. That's weird. Hey, see if you can grab that VIN.
Ah, he had somebody else with him.
I hear you on. 727. If we have any additional units, can we send them our way? We do hear some arguing out in the wood line.
Dispatch Jet unit, they go break 3.
Applause. Closed captions are silly.
Oh, damn. Crap, of course I don't have my rifle.
Step 21 Charles, we just heard 3 to 5 more shots. Very close to 120.
Is this canine thing again? I don't know. 27 to 10 or 20, direct?
Yeah, we're around 6.
So maybe go ahead and click your light off there so you're not highlighting yourself. Oh, the spoiler's
Start
gone.
getting out commands, I guess?
That's what I was thinking.
Alright. Yeah, watch me. It's the Metro Police Department! Come out with your hands up!
Metro Police, drop the weapon or we will shoot! Come out of the woods with your hands up now!
One person give commands. One
If you do
person.
not comply, we will release the dog! We will release the canine if you do not comply! He said fuck you.
Yeah, you don't have a rifle, do you?
No, I got a shotgun.
My rifle's freaking out.
721, 2 more shots. 723. We gave command. He told us that he's not going to come out of the woods, and then he fired 2 more shots. I don't know if they were towards us.
Do we have like SWAT or something? But maybe wait for Sarge, I guess. Yeah, stay low, use the engine block.
721, 1 more shot.
This is definitely a SWAT call out. But I'm not sure if we need to wait for Sarge.
So if this guy, if the other officer can stay low enough, get inside the vehicle, get the registration out, if there is any, find out who the registered owner of the car is, have dispatch call, find out who's driving the car. There's some things that they can be doing proactively, in my opinion, to at least know who they might be dealing with. And I understand, you know, them wanting to get SWAT out, cool. Neither one of them has a rifle, one of them has a shotgun, so they're not going to go assaulting into the woods, right? But maybe waiting on more units is the right decision. Yeah?
Hey guys, how far up are you?
Well, we're going to be where the police car is.
Approximately 50 yards. Maybe 100.
I don't know if we need to back up.
Metro Police, come out with your hands up now! Drop the weapon or we will release the dog!
He doesn't care.
For now, I don't think he's shooting at us. I'm not going to risk it. I'm just...
Try to unlock your car from where you're at. I'll try to use the loudspeaker. 723, just gave me more command.
Okay, that
Back there.
27, we confirm that he is shooting at us now at this point.
For some 30 minutes, officers gave the gunman repeated commands to exit the woods and surrender. When he fired 2 shots in front of police, Officer Ricardo Cruz, a 2-year veteran of the MNPD, returned fire with 1 shotgun round.
Put your hands up! Walk towards the road! We need to see your hands! If you come out peacefully, you will not be harmed!
Sir, come out peacefully. We do not want to hurt you.
All right, so there's the de-escalation that people always talk about, and rarely do they realize that it happens every fucking time for the most part. Not trying to go out and kill anybody. Nobody leaves the parking lot going, man, I sure wish I get to shoot somebody tonight. Let's try and talk him down, which is what he's doing. It's a common occurrence, but it's a two-way street. Both parties have to agree.
If you come out with your hands up, we'll let you smoke a cigarette.
Hit him with the flood now and see what happens.
Hey, get your floodlight.
See what happens. See if it does it any better. Nah. You can see his hand. He keeps reaching down.
Sir, we do not want to shoot you, please. Come out with your hands up.
Music.
He just pulled something out. Left hand. Not sure what he's got.
I can't tell what he keeps.
Whatever. Yeah. Well, whatever that is black. Looks bigger than a lighter to me. Might be a phone.
He says he's got a phone and he says he wants a light. Put your hands up!
This is the National Police Department. Put your hands up, turn around and walk backwards towards the road. If you do not, you will not be harmed if you come out peacefully.
Coming down. Direct them where you need them. SUV's coming down.
Back where they draw the command. If you got a SUV coming down towards us, have to come to the very front of the column.
We're right there on the right.
Can you send up a pair of binos up here? They're in the back of my SUV. You pop a hatch.
Drop what's in your hand. Put your hands up and walk towards the road. You will not be harmed if you come out peacefully. We need to see your hands.
You should be right in the middle once you pop that hatch.
We let him get in the woods, Tom. No, we'll lose visual. And we have no containment on the backside. Stand by.
Command, go ahead. This call pending is very likely to give you some intel on your suspect. 10-4, thank you.
No, come out with your hands up. We do not want to hurt you.
Can't let them get in.
Put your hands up and walk towards the road. You will not be harmed if you come out peacefully. This is the National Metro Police Department. Show us your hands and walk towards the road.
stand by.
I heard a pop, pop, bloom.
Show us your hand and walk.
Hey.
Report, was anybody getting a change?
Yep.
And now reach for the weapon.
Hey, hold on for a second. Hey, everybody good?
What kind of distance do you think that is? 30 yards? Maybe? Hard to tell.
Stand by. Stand by.
The gunman, tentatively identified as a 39-year-old Nashville man, died at the scene. He is under investigation for a shooting incident on Trousdale Drive Wednesday morning in which a relative's vehicle was damaged by gunfire. An arrest warrant for the 39-year-old was issued on Wednesday, charging him with tampering with his electronic monitoring device. The 39-year-old is a convicted sex offender on permanent supervised release from the Department of Correction. The Tennessee Bureau of Investigation and this police department conduct thorough use of force investigations. This investigation is at the early stages and will take time to complete. In the coming days, the TBI and the Davidson County District Attorney's Office will continue to investigate and analyze this incident. By policy, the MNPD will also be conducting an administrative review of the tactics and interaction you have just seen to ensure that they meet the high standards expected of our officers. Thank you for watching this critical incident briefing.
Hey, all in all, I think they did everything that they could do. I mean, from arriving on scene, securing the area around the vehicle. And one thing, this just popped into my head. So you've got to make contact with the vehicle, obviously, because it's sitting there in the middle of the road with all the doors open. But what if you determine later on that vehicle is then a crime scene? Like, what if something had happened inside the vehicle that transferred out into the tree line? Somebody was killed in the vehicle, somebody was assaulted in the vehicle, somebody was raped in the vehicle. Just things to think about, I guess. I mean, you've got to use. They were in a situation where they needed to use vehicle for cover, but there's really no end to the things that can happen that can come to light as you further your investigation or further your contact with the suspect. Right? That could have been anything. But again, I think they did about everything that they could do to get this guy into custody without hurting him, but he didn't want it that way. So what happened happened. He made that decision. Nobody made that decision for him. He made that decision for himself. And that's how we need to continue to think about these things, is that people are making these decisions, especially when it comes to things like de-escalation. We're taught de-escalation. That's taught to us in the academy. You get advanced training in that through a number of different outlets, but when it comes down to it, de-escalation is a two-way street. And if the other party doesn't want to de-escalate, there's not a thing in the world you can do. That decision is up to them. And that's, I think, in my opinion, what happened here. So, all in all, they had enough people out there to contain it as best they could. They gave commands. They tried to de-escalate. They had options available to them, and he finally chose what was going to happen. So, there it is. If you guys saw anything I missed, drop it in the comments section down below. Sub to the channel if you don't mind. And as always, if you can't be good, be good at it. We'll see you next time. Be safe.